Sawadee good morning and welcome to Newsline. We're airing live on NBT Radio Thailand, FM 88 and NBT World. It's Sunday, November 29th, and you're with me, Surapalao Tharanarit. And welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our top story, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has asked the Bureau of the Budget to speed up the conclusion on the state's 2016 fiscal budget plan. General Prayut convened a meeting with state officials on two agendas, including the 2016 fiscal budget disbursement and the government's economic stimulus plan. During the meeting, General Prayut said the funds to be spent during the 2016 fiscal plan should be disbursed in a timely manner so as to facilitate mega projects scheduled to be launched next year. According to him, the combined value of the 2016 investment capital will be 20% or around 540 billion baht higher than this year. The Budget Bureau Director General Somsak Chod Ratanasiri informed the Prime Minister that the Finance Ministry, the National Economic and Social Development Board, the Budget Bureau, and the Bank of Thailand will meet on January 8th to 14th, 2016, during which the government's 2016 fiscal budget plan will be finalized. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha will be visiting France to attend the 2015 Paris Climate Conference. General Prayut will be attending the conference in Paris between November 30th and December 2nd. Leaders of more than 170 nations will also take part in the event. According to General Prayut, participating nations are expected to discuss the progress of plans to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by at least 40%. Thailand will restate its readiness to cooperate with other nations in this issue. The conference is the 21st yearly session of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The event aims to achieve a legally binding and universal agreement on climate from all nations. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has highlighted the success of the OTOP to AEC fair, which was held at Padung Krung Kasem Canal. In his televised speech on the program Returning Happiness to the People, the Prime Minister said the OTOP to AEC fair, organized near Government House, was deemed very successful as it had generated as much as 75 million baht. The 23-day event, which took place between November 3rd and November 25th, drew more than 250,000 visitors, both Thais and foreigners. Not only did the fair showcase quality products locally made in all regions of the country, it also provided great opportunities for Thai entrepreneurs to penetrate new markets. A large number of people who have registered for Bike for Dad are traveling to the Supachala Sai or National Stadium to collect their shirts. Thais and foreigners this weekend are flocking to the National Stadium where polo shirts to be worn during the upcoming Bike for Dad event and other royally bestowed items such as pins and wristbands can be collected. Although the handing out of the shirts and aforementioned items started at 8 o'clock on Saturday, thousands of people had been waiting outside the stadium since 6 a.m. In the meantime, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha, during his national televised address on Friday, asked all participating cyclists to avoid driving their own vehicles to the stadium, while suggesting that they take the BTS SkyTrain, which is believed to be the most convenient means of transport during this weekend. More information about Bike for Dad can be obtained at hotline 1122. Deputy Prime Minister Wisanu Krungam has called on civil servants in the northern province of Nan to uphold the core value of honesty. In Nan Province, Deputy Prime Minister Wisanu held a meeting with provincial authorities and civil servants who informed him of problems and obstacles they encountered in their work. After hearing all the complaints, the Deputy Prime Minister gave them work guidelines and instructed them to do their best in serving the public, as well as adhere to honesty and integrity. On this occasion, Nan Governor Suwat Promsuwan briefed Deputy Prime Minister Wisanu on the province's progress in implementing government policies, such as the 5 million baht per tambon project and anti-drought measures. The governor said provincial officers had been creating an understanding among local farmers on possible shortages of water and drought assistance. He added that related authorities had also been cracking down on criminal activities, including drug smuggling, illegal migration, and forced encroachment. The Royal Thai government will organize various activities in celebration of His Majesty the King's birthday, which falls on December 5th. Police General Ek Angsananont, Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister's Office, accompanied by Director General of the Public Relations Department, Apinan Jantarangsi, held a press conference to announce that the government will next month hold activities across the nation to celebrate His Majesty the King's 88th birthday anniversary. Mass celebrations will take place from December 1st up until December 5th, which is the King's birthday. In the capital city, a celebration will be organized at the National Museum, Bangkok, on December 1st. On December 5th, candle lighting ceremonies will be simultaneously held across all provinces, starting at 5:25 p.m.
On the occasion of His Majesty the King's 88th birthday anniversary, both the government and private sectors are co-hosting activities to show the people's respect and to celebrate His Majesty the King's birthday. I would like to invite all Thai people to participate in activities such as Dharma practice, attending the exhibition in honor of His Majesty the King, joining in the candle lighting blessing ceremony, and other interesting activities, as well as wearing yellow shirts for the entire month of December.
Another celebration, which will be hosted by the Tourism and Sports Ministry, will take place on Yaowarat Road. In addition, the Interior Ministry will organize religious ceremonies nationwide as a tribute to His Majesty the King. The Permanent Secretary also invited the public to put up national flags and royal flags in front of their homes as a symbol of love and loyalty to the King. The Royal Thai Navy has hosted a meeting of the Command Center for Combating Illegal Fishing, or CCCIF, to discuss the illegal fishing issue. The CCCIF meeting was chaired by Admiral Na Arinit, Commander-in-Chief of the Royal Thai Navy, as head of the CCCIF. The meeting was aimed to follow up on the progress of solutions to the illegal fishing problem. The event was participated by senior commanders of Royal Thai Navy units involved, the Director General of the Department of Fisheries, senior officials and representatives from related government departments and the fishing industry, and environmental activists. Speaking on the results of the discussion, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Royal Thai Navy, Vice Admiral Jumpon Lumpikanon, reiterated that the Working Group for Legal Affairs has announced the breaking period of fishing. For the surrounding nets in the Gulf of Thailand, the breaking period is 8 days per month, and in the Andaman Sea, the breaking period is 5 days per month. For the otter trawl nets in the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman Sea, the breaking period is 5 days per month. The Happy Gift Fair 2016 is taking place at Impact Mueang Thong Thani until December 6, 2015. Visitors can find various products at up to 40% off. Impact Mueang Thong Thani is hosting another grand sale event entitled Happy Gift Fair 2016. Visitors will find a wide variety of products and services from small and medium enterprises or SMEs. There are more than 750 stores exhibiting quality goods such as furniture, decorative items, OTOP products, spa products and services, and food and beverages. 20 to 40% discounts and other promotions will be offered to visitors. Ms. Jantira Yimrewat Viwatrat, Deputy Director General of the Department of International Trade Promotion, said the fair is believed to help people reduce expenses on New Year gifts, as well as open doors for Thai SMEs to showcase their products and services. She expects tens of millions of baht to circulate during the 9-day event. The Happy Gift Fair 2016 will be held until December 6th at Impact Mueang Thong Thani. Nong Khai Municipality is speeding up efforts to construct a new landmark as the province gears up to welcome tourists during the year-end holidays. Municipality authorities have asked the contractor responsible for building the multi-purpose field, which will serve as the city's new landmark by the Mekong River, to speed up their efforts. The new landmark is located next to the popular Tha Sadet Pier Market. Authorities are waiting for the contractor to install a 2-ton serpent head, the electricity system, and other minor decorations. Authorities expect the construction to be completed before the New Year holidays, during which the city will welcome lots of tourists who will be traveling to the area to see the beautiful Mekong River. In addition, Nong Khai Municipality has also ordered the cleaning up of other various multi-purpose fields along the Mekong River ahead of the festivities. Justin, the famous male white tiger of the Chiang Mai Night Safari, has died from acute renal failure, according to veterinarians. Director of Chiang Mai Night Safari, Sarawut Srisakul, said the white tiger's caretaker found that it did not eat and looked slightly weak on November 17th. The caretaker then alerted veterinarians to diagnose the white tiger before it looked weaker, laid down, and stopped breathing, said the director. An initial autopsy by the zoo's veterinarian office and veterinarians from Chiang Mai University, Justin had infection in the colon and kidneys, which had bleeding spots with pus. The veterinarian speculated that these conditions caused the white tiger's acute renal failure. Justin was famous for dancing to Korean puppet Gangnam Style. And that's all for today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. We'll take a quick break now, but before that, let's take a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. First among them, to uphold the 3 pillars, the nation, religion, and the monarchy.
Welcome to ASEAN, a community comprised of 10 countries, each with its unique culture and history, now unifying to bring added prosperity to the region. For centuries, each country remained independent, but now we are coming together to compete in the 21st century globalized world. ASEAN is bringing together more than 600 million citizens and a total land area of 4.4 million square kilometers, and is providing economic opportunities, trade, travel, and new educational possibilities. The combined GDP of all 10 ASEAN countries comes to a total of $2.4 trillion, which means the ASEAN entity ranks amongst the world's major economic powers. The future is here. Welcome to ASEAN, the community of opportunities. The Southeast Asia region is now becoming one.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. At the 16th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on Science and Technology in Laos, a plan of action was endorsed to spur development in the science and technology field over the next 5 to 10 years. Kuntarin Angsakun reports.
At the 16th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on Science held recently, an official ASEAN Plan of Action in Science, Technology and Innovation was endorsed. Thailand Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Pichatirongkaweerot, says that the plan of action will help reduce the gap between their countries.
So the ministers at this time have tasked ASEAN senior officials to work on the details of the ASEAN Plan of Action in Science and Technology. Hopefully, it will be able to conclude by March next year. In the meantime, we have also discussed about the mechanism in improving the way we work together. So we have merged two entities together into one. That is the ASEAN ABAPAST, ASEAN Body of Advisory Body in Science and Technology, and the body that look after the finance and funding into one. And this time it's going to be called BAC, or the Board of Advisory Body for Cost. The importance of this for Thailand is that the meeting has requested that Thailand be the head of this new entity called BAC.
The ASEAN Ministers of Science and Technology are in the process of consolidating the action plan. At the same time, they are moving forward with many of the activities. For example, Thailand has proposed that the STI Forum be held in August next year.
We would like the STI Forum in Thailand next year to be bigger than what have been discussed. And by bigger, we are talking about the engagement of the private sector, in addition to government bureaucrats, the addition of Nobel laureates, the addition of business leaders, which not only restricted to ASEAN business leaders, but global business leaders, as well as invitation for young scientists and young startups to get involved. So STI Forum would be a very exciting event, which will happen next year in Bangkok.
All activities next year will focus on innovating a better ecosystem in ASEAN, and there will be a STI Forum working group meeting in technology in order to effectively drive innovation in ASEAN. Camera work by Pornmokul Suthi. I am Tarin Angskun for NBT World in Vientiane, Laos.
Thailand and China have held a joint air show in celebration of 40 years of diplomatic ties. Deputy Prime Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan and Royal Thai Air Force Commander-in-Chief Air Chief Marshal Thrithot Somjang, along with the heads of Thailand's military branches, witnessed an air show held to celebrate 40 years of diplomatic relations between Thailand and China. The event, taking place in Nakhon Ratchasima province, marked the first full air show held jointly by the two countries, both to enhance cooperation between the countries' air forces and to celebrate successful diplomatic ties. Thailand showcased its F-16 fighter jet and a Jas 39C Gripen fighter jet, along with China's 12 stunt flyers of the August 1st aerobatic team. On to the international news. French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius yesterday handed over the key to Le Bourget to United Nations Climate Chief Christiana Figueres, a symbol to shift the administration power of the Commune to the UN ahead of the 2015 UN Climate Change Conference in Paris. Receiving the key of hope, Figueres said she appreciates what France has done for the climate conference. After the ceremony, the French foreign minister took the UN climate chief on a tour of the Le Bourget conference venue, which is capable of accommodating 2,000 people. At a following press conference, Fabius said he hopes the conference will yield positive outcomes. Meanwhile, Figueres reviewed the consensus the parties reached on accepting distinguished but common political responsibility at the 2014 Lima Climate Conference, saying 183 out of 197 total nations took part in the convention. She said it is the first time in history that so many countries have actually incurred into the exercise of doing their own analysis at home to figure out and quantify how they can contribute to the solution. The Fairy Tale Zoo in Crimea's resort city of Yalta on Friday handed out blankets and small jackets to its primates in a bid to help the animals stay warm as the Russian-annexed peninsula suffered through a fifth day of a power blackout. With Crimea plunged into an energy crisis after saboteurs blew up power lines in southern Ukraine, the zoo has no electricity to heat cages and enclosures where the animals are kept. Some of the animals at the zoo are tropical and are struggling to cope with the lower temperatures, despite it being 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. As well as the animals at Yalta Zoo, the blackouts have caused misery for Crimea's population of some 2 million. 4 pylons remain damaged and out of action, and engineers say they need a political decision to restore supplies. And due to the final rehearsal for a mass cycling event, Bike for Dad, motorists have been asked to avoid all cycling routes. Please call hotline 1122 for more information. And that's all for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. And for today, we're going to say goodbye with footage of the Bike for Dad final rehearsal. I'm Surapat Lautharanarit. Thank you for joining us and have a great day. สวัสดีครับ